Yo, what is up, guys? It's Ryan. I'm back with another video. It is day 3 of our Texas trip. And if you guys have been paying attention to the trip, sorry, I can't English, we kind of got rained out yesterday from SeaWorld. So we decided to make some adjustments. We scratched ZDT since we already missed Boardwalk Bullet in Galveston anyway. So we figured, you know what, let's try and get Six Flags
SeaWorld San Antonio,
This is like the 8th time I've done this trip, mid-video. SeaWorld, San Antonio. It was pouring down rain, but it literally just stopped when we got here. We're gonna try and do as much as we can in as little amount of time before we go to Fiesta, Texas.
I spent $300 on a season pass. It's a platinum pass. I'm going to more this year, but I spent $300 on the pass. I want to get my use out of it, and so we're gonna spend like an hour and a half here, get all the credits, maybe get a rerun on Steel Wheel if we can. Great White is closed for the day, unfortunately, but we will be riding a Batman clone later today at Fiesta, Texas. So not super pressed about it. Yeah.
It's going to be a stressful day.
Gorgeous entrance.
I'm like anxiously excited to ride our second coaster of the trip, even though we've been in Texas for 3 days now. But I've got my little point and shoot today because it's raining on and off and it's way too wet to even think about bringing out my 90D. So we're going to have some fun, and I might even get you some footage if we have time. All right, I'm going to stop rambling. Let's go have fun. Y'all, there's like no one here. And the people that are here, I'm gonna bank on the fact that they're probably not gonna ride coasters. So we're gonna start with this little kiddie coaster here. I'll give you guys the name in a second. Justin, are you excited for coaster number 2 of the trip?
Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. Coaster number 2, cheaper than SVS spinner. And I think this is a Vekoma. I don't know, but it's a kid's coaster. So.
It is a little bit bigger than the one we did yesterday, so.
We are starting off strong, aren't we, Ryan?
Yes. All right, we just got off a front row Zen ride on Oscar's, Grover's, whatever the heck this is called.
It's Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. Ryan, please culture yourself.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, I now have a new favorite coaster in Texas at the moment.
Nah, unpopular opinion. Crazy 8 is better than Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. I'm gonna be honest. Cause like, yeah, it's
I guess it was,
like,
but it's been okay. I don't know. Anyway,
what are we doing? What are we
that
doing
was my 166.
Ryan, we are comparing children's coasters.
We are, because that's all we've done so far.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I think we've reached peak enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
I don't know, man. Okay,
all right.
I think we're hitting up Journey to Atlantis next.
We're gonna hit another ride, and I'll let you guys know if we do. All right, so Journey to Atlantis is temporarily closed. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not super upset about that because I'm not in the mood to have cold feet in this 50-degree Texas weather. So, on to the next one. That is an SNS Scream and Swing, and it's a larger model. It's called Tidal Surge, and someone wants to ride it. So I'm gonna ride it with them, even though it's not technically a coaster. Okay, Tidal Surge is pretty cool. Definitely my new favorite Scream and Swing out of the 4 I've done. TMI, but our butt cheeks are wet now, and they're only gonna get wetter as the day goes, probably. So, on to the next one. Look at all those pink chickens. All right, which one of you turtles is Crush? Or are you guys Ninja Turtles? If that's the case, where's the other one? Sea Swinger. We're doing this Frisbee. I don't know who made this Frisbee, but we're gonna ride it, and we're gonna wait for Texas Stingray to open up across the street. 167, and our first legitimate coaster of the trip is going to be Texas Stingray. It is a newer GCI that opened in what, 2020, right?
Yeah, it opened just before the rain. This is the only SeaWorld coaster to open that was actually scheduled to open in 2020. Of course, Pantheon, Gwazi, and Emperor all got delayed.
Since there's no one at the park, I don't really know how it's gonna run with these empty trains, but I'm hoping the rain helps speed it up. We're gonna start in the back seat because there's literally no one here. Like, we might catch a Zen ride. So I'll let you guys know what I think when I get off. All right, just got off not 1, but 2 rides in a row in the back seat. This ride is super underrated. We got 2 rides, and the first one definitely was a little bit of a warm-up round, and there was only 2 or 3 other people up front. But we got to sit in the same seat back row for the second ride, and there was like 4 extra people, and it was definitely even faster.
It was like a half-full train.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna warm up more and more as it goes. I'm sure the rain is helping.
Unfortunately, we will not get to experience that because we're only here for a couple hours, but we're gonna go around and get one more ride in, and the front row, see how the front row turns out, and then we'll move on, probably hit up.
I gotta say it though, The biggest notable for me of this ride is the drop, especially in the back so far. The ejector you catch on the drop is insane. Front row, we only did it once, was pretty darn cool. The drop definitely hits better in the back. You still get good laterals up in the front too. And I would say the airtime overall actually is better in the front. There's definitely a few good ejector pops. Overall, I put this above Invader personally. I don't know about Justin, but I love it.
I would agree. I mean, it's definitely more of a family ride than your more intense GCIs like Mystic Timbers, Renegade, Ghost Rider if you count that. But no, this is a great family coaster. It's a 46-inch height requirement, so the trains are a little bit tighter than your typical Millennium Flyers. I think so anyway. But no seat belts, which is amazing. I love that there's no seat belts because the dispatches are a lot faster as well on this ride. So pretty good ride. I give it like, I don't know, 7, 8 out of 10. Pretty good for a family ride.
Yeah, this is a pretty good coaster. I love it. Well, there's Great White. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to open, but
it's listed as temporarily closed on the website.
Yeah.
Applied for winter maintenance.
It's cool to see it though. It is a Batman clone, so I mean, at least we're going to ride Goliath later on tonight, Lord willing. And we also have both rode a handful of those coasters, so not too heartbreaking. The thirds, there we go. Okay, Wavebreaker was pretty cool actually. It has 2 launches, the second one's even faster. A little bit rattly, but who cares, just being super nitpicky. One thing I will say for sure is that it's definitely a little bit strange of a layout, but it is a family coaster. Overall, I like it, and now we're pretty much just waiting for Steel Eel to maybe open, so we'll see what happens. Our luck on this trip just keeps on running thin. Steel Eel is closed due to high winds. Okay, so we're going to leave the park. It's about 11:30, maybe almost noon now. And Steel Eel did not open, but we have an app where we can track to see if it does open, and Fiesta, Texas is only 20 minutes away. So we're gonna head over there, see what we can get on. I'm sure half the rides will probably be up and down there too, but we're gonna see what we can do and make the best of it. And hopefully, Lord willing, we can get all the rides in there, come back here, get Steel Eel, and get all the credits. Madness is ensuing. Okay, so the weather's pretty much on and off, pouring down rain like it was. And as soon as we got to Fiesta, Texas, we got a notification from the park updated times that the park was closing at 2 and it was 1:30. So we're like, great. So now we're gonna do some what am I, Kripke? Rearranging. We're going to go back to Six Flags, not Six Flags, goodness gracious.
What, number 11?
Yeah. We're going to go back to SeaWorld, San Antonio, because apparently Steel Eel is open. That's my luck for you. So we're going to go try and ride it. Then we're going to actually add ZDTs back on the list. We're going to get that tonight. And then we're going to go from there. Probably hit up the Austin parks as planned. And then come back down here tomorrow for Fiesta, Texas, instead of Frontier City. What a wacky trip so far. But let's see what happens. All right, we back at SeaWorld once again. I only wasted like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but you know what? It's whatever, because we're gonna try and ride Steel Eel now. I think it's quite hilarious that the rain goes away just like yesterday for the most part, and it's only sprinkling, and a park closes again. Ironic, isn't it? Oh well, we're gonna make the best of it. And like I said, we're just gonna try and ride Steel Eel and probably get more rides on Texas Stingray in the meantime. We also got our cameras in here too, so we're gonna take some photos if it stays dry. All right, we've been out here taking photos for about a half hour or so. And look what might be opening up. They started the lift, so that is a very promising sign. I heard the siren go, I'm like, I think they're about to start the lift and start the ride up, and sure enough, I was right. So they're probably gonna start testing, and hopefully we can sneak a ride in here. That right there at 300mm was a beautiful angle of Wavebreaker. But I don't know if you can hear it, but there is a train going up the track, and here we go. It is officially testing, and I think we have hope to maybe get at least one Steel Eel ride. Hopefully it doesn't do a boardwalk bullet. crap. We're actually in line. It's running. We actually just got a few awesome photos of this ride while it was testing, and we're gonna go get more, but we do not want to push our luck. So we'll get on it. We'll see what row we get, and we'll let you guys know what I think when I get off, as always. This is like really stupid. So we were about to ride second to back row, and they stopped it and held the station because I guess the rides on the bins on the platform are only for loose articles, not for bags. So we had to go get a locker.
Well, first of all, but let's put this out there. The bins on the platform were gigantic. They're not your typical SeaWorld, like little tiny just for your phone.
No, they're huge.
They were big enough to put both of our bags in one single bin, and his bag is not small.
No. So literally, for one, the lockers that are by the ride are closed.
Yeah.
So we had to go all the way down to Wavebreaker to find out that, hey, my bag doesn't even fit in their lockers. So now we have to go all the way to the front of the park to put my bag in one of those lockers and walk all the way back to Steel Eel. And the way it's been running today, Lord only knows what's going to happen. I hope I can still ride it, but super annoying. Might want to make more disclaimers on what bags can and cannot go in lockers and sizes.
Imagine it's a walk-on right now, but imagine someone waited in line, unless they usually have a greeter on busier days.
Yeah, where was someone at the front of the line telling me I couldn't do that?
Yeah. And then, but how are you going to make the bins on the station platform, which you have bins on the station platform, which are large enough to put a ton of stuff in? You could probably put a whole cooler in there or something.
Yeah.
And then, at the same time, tell your guests you can't put your stuff there, and it has to go in a locker that's not even big enough to put the stuff in.
Yeah. So, like I said, as always here on the channel, it's never to tear the park apart. It's just some constructive criticism and expressing frustrations. That was definitely very annoying, and I really hope this thing is still running by the time I get back. All right, this is a zoo of a day, but okay, I'll take it. There's no big lockers, even though we were told there was big lockers up at the front of the park. We had to actually exit, but thank God we don't have to go through security again. So we have to re-enter SeaWorld once again today, and they're holding our bag for us. And the park is closing early due to weather, we presume, because they said we'll be here till 5:30. So
we're supposed to be up until 7.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore, but we're gonna go. We're gonna try and get at least 1-2 Steel Eel rides, get back out here, get my stuff, and maybe we'll get photos, maybe we won't after this. I'd like some Texas Stingray photos, but
this morning we weren't expecting to get any more photos here.
Yeah, true.
So we're coming out better than
we're about to walk through the entrance here. Hold on. But anyway, like, you know, let's just get the credit. I mean, at least that's the important part. I think it's still running.
Did we mention that we actually like had to give our bags to guest services? Like, the guest services is keeping our bags because there's no lockers in the park that are big enough to keep more than like a pocketbook or a small camera bag.
Yeah, so to all my photography buddies out there, if you guys got a big bag, you better plan accordingly. Leave it in your car if you want to ride something, or come in and just to take photos, because you're not going to be able to do anything. And I even asked them, I'm like, hey, are you guys willing to like give us an exemption here? Is it really going to hurt anything with one train ops? And they were like, no.
If you're not going to allow bags on the platform, you need to either have smaller bins that don't fit bags or no bins at all. Because it gives you a false sense, like it gives you a sense of like, hey, like we were getting ready to take our seat, and then they didn't even come up to us personal either. They said over the microphone in front of everyone that that bags are like not allowed, and then it was almost like a walk of shame. Like,
yeah,
it's terrible.
Yeah, and I mean, worst case scenario, imagine if they're you know, broke down or something. Like, that might have been our last chance to ride right there, blown by some stupid policy. I'm sorry guys, I'm not that negative of a person, but like I said before, it's just really, really frustrating, and I just want to, in every video, walk you guys through the experience and what you need to know about visiting these parks, because a lot of big channels don't give you the super personal experience like I would. So yeah, let's go try and ride this thing. All right, we're gonna be close to the back for our first ride, whatever. Here we go. All right, we just got off our first ride, and holy crap, this actually has some good airtime hills. Some of them hit better than others, We're about to hop in line for ride 2 to see how it fares in the front. But Justin, what's your overall thoughts so far?
Why do we have to go down the ramp and not the stairs?
Yeah, there's stairs right there. There's no signs that say we have to, and we got yelled at for going down the stairs to exit. But
no, pretty great ride.
Yeah.
No, best. I've ridden Mamba and Wild Thing, and it's better than both of those. Canon's Revenge obviously is miles better than this thing, but
yeah.
But no, it's pretty good. I'm excited to see in the front because I think some of the profiling there might be better in the front. But I thought the valleys and the hills, you get absolutely slammed into your seat.
Yeah.
Which is, it reminds me of almost like Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia, the way the profiling of the hills are.
Not quite that good though. But we'll see how it fares up towards the front, which we are going to get front row right here. So at least we're going to walk out of here with 2 good rides. I'll let you guys know what I think when I get off. All right, we just got off round 2 in the front row, and I personally think it really doesn't matter where you sit, because just like earlier on Texas Stingray, certain places hit different in different spots. But I will say it was pretty cool to sit in the front. The rain wasn't too intense, so it wasn't pelting our face, but it still was tickling. And just getting the wind in our face, like, nothing beats that feeling on any ride, in my opinion. What'd you think, Justin?
It's cold.
A little bit.
I think, like you said, it hits different spots. I think I prefer the front just because those first big airtime hills are better in the front. You get more sustained airtime going over the top. But I think the finale, honestly,
I think it was a little better in the back.
A little better. We're on a Stingray, right?
Yeah. But, you know,
Got 10 minutes.
I will say, it's not like Magnum XL 200 airtime. But, like I said, the first ride, it is better than Steel Force. And it blew me, it blew my expectations a little bit. All right, so we're back at Texas Stingray. We're gonna finish our night here. This is gonna be our last ride if the park does close at 5, like the ladies up front said. Let's hope it's warmed up from earlier. I'm intrigued to see, after riding Steel Eel twice, which one I like more, and we're gonna get in the back seat. So I'll let you guys know what I think when I get off, as always. We just got back to the station, so this is technically fine. And we got a Zen ride, bro. All right, so as I just said, the last ride of the night was definitely Texas Stingray. And honestly, even though there was just the 2 of us on that ride, back seat, I would say that was our fastest ride of the day, wouldn't you? And I would also say, I think the pacing on that ride is actually better than Steel Eel. And it's, to me, honestly, it's my favorite ride in the park. Unless Great White were to be better, but I doubt that.
I think Steel Eel left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah,
just
because of the frustrations.
But, slowly looking at the ride, that's a really great 1-2 punch here.
Yeah.
Steel Eel and Texas Stingray are great.
Yeah.
What this park really needs, I was gonna say need an inverting coaster, but they have Great White. It just wasn't enough for me to ride it.
Yeah.
So, I think like a thrilling launch coaster would go great here. So they got Wavebreaker, but something like even something like Icebreaker that's just a little bit more thrilling. But they really need a standout thrilling coaster.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Steel Eel's there, but I wouldn't call that like, you know, a standout.
Yeah, like the family coaster here, I think you can call it a family coaster, Texas Stingray. It's definitely got some elite pacing. I'm not even gonna lie, that was pretty quick.
Plus it's cold, it's rainy. And
that's good conditions for a wind.
So I've been on a 90-degree day, that thing actually runs really well. And I don't think it gets talked about enough.
No, that's definitely a hidden gem, and I love it. And we're gonna head to the front of the park now. Also, I just want to state that I know in the last few clips we've done a lot more rambling than I'm used to doing in my vlogs, but it's just been a very, very hodgepodge, play-by-ear, crazy, chaotic day. And I just needed to spill my thoughts, and you know, we're just gonna roll with it. Yo, look, we're at ZDT's and it's Switchback Railway, and it's actually running. We have about 45 minutes to get a couple rides on this, and we're excited to get credit number 170 for myself, and I don't know what number for him. But it'll be our, what, 6th coaster of the trip? So excited. It's 6:20 p.m. We paid $19, which $21 with tax, for a wristband to get us on here all night. And we have exactly another 40 minutes, and they're gonna let me film because I have a chest strap and GoPro. So I'm going to run out there, get that approved, and then I'll get you guys my first reaction with me riding, and we're gonna try and get as many as we can. So Justin's on for his first ride. I got approved with the GoPro, and we're about to get our very first ride once I figure out where I'm going. And I'm super excited. Sorry it's going to be all external because it's a chest strap and that's the only approved thing I have, but I'm still excited. You guys can hear my reaction and probably be able to imagine what my face would look like. All right guys, here we go. First ride on Switchback Railway. This is Justin's second. Third. I think you guys can see pretty well. Maybe I'll tilt you down just a little bit more here. Yeah, there we go. You guys should be able to see that pretty nice and well. And I don't know what to expect. I haven't watched a POV of this in years, but I know it's got a switchback and it's done by gravity group. So here we go.
I think you're just getting a view of your hands, my guy.
All right, here we go. Let's go! Going backwards. Here we go. Whoa! Let's go! Oh, reverse here time. Whoa! Yes! Whoa! Oh! All right, that was pretty awesome.
I think it's so much fun.
All right, now we got to try it in the back seat. All right, so me and Justin are literally the only two people riding this. We just moved from the front to the back, so here's a back seat POV for you guys. And I have a feeling it's going to be even better back here.
It is only a 4-car train. It is only one of
This thing is so good. Holy crap. All right, so I just got 3 quick rides and holy crap. I got 1 in the front, 2 in the back. That thing is absolutely insane, as you guys saw in my reaction. Wow, a little bit rough, but not to the point where it's unbearable at all. And it's super intense. And we're grabbing our cameras so we can get some off-ride photos of each other because it's super sick. Well, our short fun here at ZDT's has ended. I think I totaled with 5 rides. Justin, what'd you get? 5, 6?
7.
He got 7. Okay, so
6.
maybe I got 6.
got 6.
I lose count easily. I was gonna film the last train where I ended up getting a full train and it was so much faster, and your dumb boy forgot to hit record. Oops. But overall, I had tons of fun. I'm super thankful they let me film here, and this ride is awesome. It kicks butt. You guys should definitely go check it out if you're in the San Antonio area. And with that, we are going to close this vlog out here because it has been a long, crazy day, and the only thing we got to do now is go drive to our hotel in San Antonio.
Eat some In-N-Out.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some In-N-Out because that has been on my bucket list. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Keep guy number 1, and we'll catch you guys next time here at Christian Coasters, where we make epic coaster vlogs and videos. Peace!